Hey, good afternoon, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming to you. It is Friday, the 19th of April, and boy, I am glad this week is over. Today, once again, was a red day. I am just like bleeding every single day. And truth be told, I don't know that I would do a whole lot of things differently today. I took very few trades, and just it seemed that I was on the wrong side of the market on every entry. Once the market opened today. The only wins I had really were accounts 30 and 33, and those were pre-market trades right here. As we hit this level pre-market at around 8 o'clock, 7:45, 8 o'clock, I was taking shorts off of this 17.5 rejection and capitalizing on that. That was it. Those were the winners. Once the market opened up, I actually didn't trade any of the PAs until later in the afternoon. This market today on NQ looks like just a nice steady move downward, and it is. The thing was, for me today, the volatility was pretty crazy all day long. Like, just the way this morning's volatility was absolutely insane. I really wanted to short this level after the market opened around 9:45. I was looking at this and I really wanted to short this, but it was so volatile. I just didn't have the nerve to do it, especially the way I've been trading. And I'm actually glad I did. I'm glad I stayed out of it. The only thing I traded all forenoon, what I traded was a couple of evals, and I ended up losing those. So yeah, it was a tough day for me. And again, like I said, I don't think I would do a whole lot of things differently. It was just one of those days. This, for example, the biggest loss I had was on the brand new funded account. That account, we lost 1,000 today. I was down 500, and that was kind of my daily limit. I was down right around $500, and I thought after I saw this move in the afternoon after 3 o'clock, we get into power hour, I thought maybe this breaks out of this consolidation and we're actually going to get a move higher. We finally broke and held above this 21 EMA, and I thought, well, we're going to finally get a move higher to some degree. And truth be told, this is a chase trade a bit, but man, we finally just broke over that EMA, and I entered and we pulled back slowly, and I thought, wow, this is just going to be a bit of a pullback. I'm going to just move my stop. That is one of my rules, is to not move a stop, and I did, and I just kept moving it, and it finally took me out right here, the bottom of that candle, right to that wick. For a $545 loss, which put me at $1,050. So, yeah, that was like the final nail in the coffin for me. That was a tough one. I was pretty frustrated with that, and I kind of said, you know what, that's pretty much it. Yeah, the other accounts, I think I took 2 trades on each of these. Both of them were losers. I think maybe one of them might have been a little bit of like a $40 winner, $50 winner, but it just didn't go my way. That's all there is to it. It was just a volatile move down all the way today. Unfortunately, also lost my take profit pro account. Pretty frustrated with that, which I did that damage yesterday. I had a little over $300 in drawdown left this morning, and I got into a trade in oil, and I can't even show you that account. It's gone. It's showing up here, but it's red. It's actually gone. I can't even show you the trade. But that trade was right here in the pre-market. I went short off of this candle, and this thing just moved back, and I ended up with a $280 loss. So that was frustrating. Again, if you look at oil, looking at the pre-market, we were trending down, kind of stair-stepping our way down. We were below this 82 level, had this consolidation, this move down, and I just thought this was going to be basically a little bit of a bear flag, and we're going to continue down, and I was just wrong. That's all there is to it. And I held the trade probably longer than I should have. I could have cut it loose and had less of a loss and then had a little bit more drawdown left, but that's not the case. And so I think I had one other trade during the day with that account, but it was almost over this morning on that trade because I held my drawdown, allowed my drawdown to go too far against me before I cut the trade. So but yeah, oil this week has just not been a good week for me on oil. It seems like oil is a bit fakey, if you will. Like you get a big move one way, a big move the other day. I think I may have even talked about that before. But really the clarity for me today was these bounces off this 82 level. After we reclaimed this level, after the market opened, then we held it all day. And really that was the play. I just, honestly, after this morning, I didn't really feel like trading oil. I should have. I was actually watching this move and thinking, man, I should go long. And honestly, I just didn't have the nerve to do it. I simply didn't have the nerve to go long, and I should have. I didn't trade this, but there was an excellent entry long. This was kind of an entry long, and this one was great entry long. But yeah, it is what it is. If I've learned one thing this week, it is that I have to continue to trust these levels. You know, I take the time to mark these charts out, and it works. When I do trade those levels, it does work. It's actually showing a couple trades on my eval, my take profit eval, which I lost $1,000 on today. So yeah, just it was not a good day. But if I'm trusting the levels, taking trades off of those levels, it tends to work out in my favor. Oh, by the way, I did want to show you this on ES. I got completely annihilated on ES right here with account 37. This is that new eval. I was looking for this to, as we reclaimed this 5,022 level, 5,020 level on ES, I was looking for this to bounce. And this thing just, if you were trading today and traded ES, you understand the way the volatility, almost a lack of volatility, but then all at once crazy volatility. This move higher, which I caught a good, nice little trade there, but then we ripped all the way back, and then I thought, well, we're going to break down, and then out of nowhere, we get this major move to the upside. So, anyway, yeah. I was in this trade, and I could have taken profit down here. This would have been about the same, about $250 profit. And I really was looking for this to break down about where this actually ended up. So the call that I had was correct, but that was just, it seemed like the luck or the odds of today. As soon as this was obviously going in my favor, and then we just all at once decided to have this big candle going all the way back up here and then coming back down, and just took me out in the process. So that was probably one of the most, and then from there we went to NQ, where I lost this big trade right here, ended up with $1,000 loss. So yeah, it is what it is. But you know what? The week's over. We got a new week incoming on Monday, and we're just going to get back at it. Again, like I said, I didn't trade that much at all today on the funded accounts. In fact, if you look at TradeZilla, 23 trades in total, and obviously most of those were traded on this take profit, this PA37, this Apex 37 account. Most of these trade accounts were traded like 2 or 3 times. That's it. So didn't take a lot of trades, but the ones I took did not go my way. I have got a major hole to climb out of, but we'll go at it again next week, and we'll see how she rolls. So. All right, once again, I just want to say thank you for those of you that hang out here every day and follow along on my journey. It's a little bit painful to watch, I'm sure, right now, but it is what it is. So, but I appreciate you guys. Thank you. If you're new here, feel free to like and subscribe. I try to do these updates every single day. And also just want to continue to say thank you for those of you guys and gals using my code, whether it's the Apex code, BBLS, TBTS, or the Take Profit code, BCT. So thank you for using the codes. I hope you guys had a good week and a much better week than I did. I would think that would absolutely be very possible. So yeah, trade well. Have a great weekend. Trade well on Monday, and we'll try to have another recap for you on Monday evening. So long.